Hello world, welcome back to my channel. I am Sahil and we are developing an e-commerce project using Laravel 10. And in previous video you have already seen how I have created a category resource and brand resource using Filament PHP version 3. Now today in this video I'm going to show you how to work on product resource. Okay, but before going to start, let me fix a small bug from the previous video. Actually this is not a bug, but let me show you. If you go to this brand resource, then in this file upload field I forgot to change this directory. Okay, directory name. So let me change now. So change it to brands, save. Now go to your browser and go to brands. Let me select all and delete and click on new brand and just write the brand name and select the logo of the brand. So I'm selecting this and then click on create. Okay, so this is working fine. Now let's move on to product resource. Okay, so before going to work on product resource, let me first make a commit. So I will use git add all and git commit category and brand resources completed. Okay, now close all the file. Now let's open Filament PHP official documentation first, and on panel builder click on this resource and copy this command to create a new resource. Just paste it here and I will name it product and just hit enter. Now close this terminal. Now if you go to this app directory, then this filament directory, then here you will find product resource.php file. Okay, so this is the product resource file. So if I come here again and reload, then you can see the product navigation item is showing here, and this is the page. If I click on new, then in form there is nothing. Okay, so we will design this now, but before, let me first change the icon of this product navigation. So let's come here and remove this default rectangle stack. Instead I will use squares and then 2 into 2. Okay, save. If I reload, okay, so some typos here, SQUARES, squares. Okay, now if I reload, then you can see the icon has been changed. Okay, now let's first design the form. So here you can see this is the form method. Okay, so first what I will do is I will this is a form container. Okay, so I will first keep a column to this form container. So I will give 3 column. Okay, and now inside this schema, first I will make a group. Okay, so I will use group and just import this group and then use make and then use schema. Now inside this schema I will create a section. Section is nothing but a card. Okay, so I will use section, just import this and then use make. You can add heading of the card. So I will add product information. Okay, now I will use schema and then inside this section first I will design the name of field. Okay, so I will use text input and then make and then I will write name. I will make it required and I will also use max length 255. And okay, let me save this. Now if I come to browser and reload, then here you can see the name field. Okay, let me give some okay, let me give this group a call span. So here I will use call span of 2. Okay, now if I reload it here, then you can see the width of this section is, this group is increased. Okay, now just below this name field, I will design text input make slug, and I will make this required. Okay, and I will also use max length 255. Okay, now I will also make this disabled. Now if I reload, then here you can see this is the slug field. Okay, so now in this section I will use columns, and I will use 2 columns here. Okay, if I reload, then you can see the name and slug is showing in the same row. Okay, now just below this section I will design the description of the product. Okay, so for this I will use markdown editor. So I will use markdown editor, just use make description. Okay, now I will use call span full, and I will also use file attachment directory. Now whenever we attach any file in this markdown editor, then it will be uploaded in this directory, products directory. Okay, so just write products here. Okay, save this. Now go to the browser and reload. Now here you can see this is the description field. Okay, and now next what I will do is, okay, now outside of this section, okay, now outside of this section I will create another field. So this is the section, so just give a comma here, and here what I will do is I will create a section, another section. Okay, and then I will use make, and here I will write the heading images, and then I will use schema. Now inside this I will use file upload a field, and here I will use make images, and I will use multiple attribute here to upload multiple image from the single field, and then I will use directory. So I will use directory product to upload all the images, and I will also use max file. So maximum I will upload 5 images to any product, and then I will use reorderable. So we can reorder the uploaded image in this field. Okay, now save this, and if I reload the page, then here you can see this is the image field. Okay, now next what I will do is I will create another group. Okay, so just below this group I will create another group. Okay, then I will use make, and then I will use schema, and inside this I will design another fields. Okay, but first just use call span here, call span 1. You can see in form container I have used total 3 columns. Okay, and I have created 2 groups, this group, so I have span this group of for 2 columns, okay, and remaining one I have used in this group, okay. So it will stretch up to full width. Now inside this I will first create a section, and then I will use make, and here I will give a heading price, and then I will use schema. Now inside this I will use text input, then make, then price. Now this will be a numeric field, so just write numeric, and then this is a required, so just use required, and I will also use prefix, so here I will use INR, okay. If I save this and go to the browser and reload, then here you can see the price section with this price field, okay. Now just below this I will create another section, so just give a comma here. I will create another section, and I will use make, and here I will write associations, and then I will use schema, and this, in this I will create 2 select field, okay. So just write select and import this class, and then just use call make, and then here I will use category underscore ID, and this will be a required field, so just write required, and this is a searchable field, so just write searchable, and also preload, so it will load all the category from the database. And then I will use a relationship, and in relationship we have to give the name of the relationship, so I will use category, and which column I want to display in the select field, so I will use name field, so just write name. Now if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then here you can see association card, and this is the category select field. If I click on this field, then you can see laptops and smartphone is showing here. I can select only one category. Now here in relationship I have used category because if you go to product model, then here you can see I have already defined this category, I have already defined this relationship with the name category, okay. So I am using this category here in relationship name, okay. Now next, just copy the same thing and paste. This time I will use brand ID, brand underscore ID, and here I will write brand instead of category. Save. Now if I go to the browser and reload, then here you can see brand. If I click this, then you can see there is only one brand, Apple, okay. And here I have used brand because in product I already defined the relationship with the name brand, here you can see, okay. Now next what I will do is I will create another section inside this group, okay. So let me just create another section with make and give a heading status, okay. Then use schema. Inside this I will use some toggle field, so I will use toggle, TOGGLE toggle, and then use make. And first I will use in stock, and it will be a required field, so just use required, and by default make this true, so it will be checked. By default it will be toggled, okay. Now next, just copy the same thing, paste here, just change to is active, and it is also required, and by default it will be true. Now copy the same thing, paste. Now here this time I will use is featured. Okay, is featured, and by default it will be not true, so I will remove this. It just required. So here just copy the same thing and paste, and last one is on sale. Okay, save, go to the browser and reload. So you can see this is product information card, this is images card, this is the price card, this is association card, and this is the status card. Okay, so our form is ready. Now let's save this and try to create one product using this form. Okay, so let me write Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max. Now here you can see the slug is not creating automatically when I blur this field. Okay, so to make this happen, we have to make some changes to this name of field along with this slug field. Okay, so just come to this name field, and then first I will use live. Okay, and in live I will use on blur, and I will make this true, so it will only send a request on blur of the field. Okay, now I will also use after state updated. Okay, and here I can use a function with string operation, and then I will use state, and then I will use set, import this class and create an object of the class set. Then first what I will do is I will check if operation is equal to create. Okay, actually I will check reverse, so I will check if operation not is equal to create, then in this case I will use return, and if operation is equal to create, in this case I will use set, and then I will set slug field with str slug method, and then pass the state, current state. So this state contains the current value of this field. Okay, just, and we have to make changes to this slug also. So first let me I will make this unique. Okay, so I will make this unique on product model, so I'll just write product model and on slug column. Okay, and I will also ignore this current record when I try to edit this record. Okay, this particular record, so just make it ignore record true. Okay, everything set. Let's save and go to the browser, reload. So this is the create page, so here slug should create. So let me just blur this field. Okay, so str class is not found, so I have used this str but I have not imported, so just use illuminate support str. Okay, save this. Now go to your browser, reload, and then again type the name, and now you can see the slug is generated. Okay, now let's copy the same thing for now and paste here. Price is okay, select the category. So this is smartphone, select a smartphone, brand is Apple, so just select Apple. You can check uncheck this field. Okay, and select image, so let me select all these images. Okay, so all the images are being uploaded. Okay, in a few seconds, so just wait. Okay, now if I click on create, okay, so you can see integrity constraint violation, not null constraint failed product slug. Okay, so this is happening because if you go to the form, then here you can see I have used this disabled attribute in this slug, and which the field which in which disabled is used is not being passed here. So if you just expand here, then you can see this is the name, this is the description, this is the images. Okay, now here you can see slug is not passed and slug is a required field. So to solve this, you have to use dehydrated attribute here after this disabled attribute. Okay, so just save and now reload and try to add the product again. So just write Apple iPhone 15 Pro Max and then the price, save, just paste the same thing here, select smartphone, select Apple is featured, suppose let's select two files only, two images only. Okay, so all is okay. Let me click on create. Okay, now you can see the product has been added successfully and we are redirected to this edit product page, and all the previous value of this current product is being populated in all the fields, form fields. Okay, now if I go to products list, then you can't see anything here. So let me first work on this table. Okay, so just here just go to the product resource page, and this is the table method. So in columns, what I will do is just here in columns, first I will display the name of the product. So I will use text column, just import this class. Okay, and here I will use make and the name of the column, so name, and I will make this searchable. If I save this and go to the browser and reload, then you can see the name is displaying here. Now similarly I will display the category name. Okay, so to display the category name I will again use text column, then I will use make, and here I can use with the relationship, so category and the dot notation and the name of the category. Okay, here we have to just use the comma, text column, category name, and okay, let me make this sortable. Okay, if I save this and go to the browser, reload, then you can see this product belongs to a smartphone category. Okay, similarly I will also display the brand name, so copy the same thing and here paste, just change brand name. Okay, brand name, and make this sortable. If I reload, then you can see the brand is Apple, which is okay. Now I will display the price, so I will again use the text column, so just copy the same thing and paste here. This time I will only use price, and I will make this sortable, and then here I will use money, and I will use INR. Okay, if I save this and go to the browser, then you can see rupee symbol is showing with the formatted numeric value. Okay, numeric price. Now next I will display is featured, on sale, in stock, is active. Okay, all these boolean fields. So I will use icon column. Okay, so let's use icon column, make is featured, and this is a boolean, so just write boolean. Okay, if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then here you can see this is a check mark with the green color is showing here. Okay, similarly I will copy and paste 3 times. Okay, now here I will make this on sale, and this is in stock, and last one is active. is active. Save this. Now go to the browser and reload. Then you can see all the icon, okay, according to the product. Okay, now next what I will do is I will also create a text column, and I will use make created underscore at, and I will use date time, and I will use sortable, and I will also use toggable. So here I will pass is toggable hidden by default, and I will make this true. So actually this field will not be visible by default in this table. Okay, to make this visible you have to select this icon, then you have to check this created at. Now you can see this field. Okay, so actually this line by default hide this field from the table, and later you can just go there and check on the column to show and hide. Okay, so similarly I will copy the same thing and paste here. Instead of created at, I will use updated underscore at. Okay, now if you reload and click here, then you can see two columns are showing here. If I want to see the updated column here, then you can see updated column is showing here. Okay, now next let me just create one more product. So I will write apple, not apple, I will use, okay, so before we have to go to brands, and let me add a new brand, Samsung, and slug is created. Select Samsung logo, and then click on create. So if I go to brand list, then there are two brands. If I go to products and click on new products, so here I will write Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra 5G. Okay, copy same description for now, and here I will write 1,40,000. okay, and in category I will use smartphone, and in brands I will use Samsung. Okay, and just make this feature only. Select the image, so Samsung Galaxy, I will select only 2. Okay, you can reorder the image after uploaded, so you can drag, okay, like this, and click on create. So now you can see this product has been created. If you click on products, then there are two products showing. If I want to search Samsung, so if I write Samsung, then you can see only Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra 5G is showing. So search is working. Now let me create some filter. Okay, so to create filters, here you can see this is the filter method. So inside this I will create two filters. Okay, so here I will use select filter, just import this class before using this, and use make. So I will filter by category. So here we have to use relationship to fetch all the categories. So I will write category, and I will use name column. Okay, so if I save this and go to the browser and reload, then here you can see another icon is showing. Now if I click this, then you can see a field is showing with the drop down category, and here you can see all laptop and smartphones. So in category we have already added only two category, laptop and a smartphone. If I click on laptops, then you can see there is no product because I have not added any laptop category product. Okay, now if I select smartphone, then it will be filtered based on this category value. Okay, if I click on reset, then you can see all products is now showing. Similarly, I will create another select filter for brand. Okay, so just paste and write brand, and here write brand, brand. If I save, and again, now here you can see category field is also showing and brand. Okay, now in brand there are two brands showing, Apple and Samsung. If I click on Samsung, then only Samsung brand product is showing here in the table. Okay, so like this you can apply filters here. Okay, now in action I will use action group. So just import this class and then use make, and I will use view action. So just import this class and then make. Okay, and I will use edit action, import this class and use make, and I will use delete action. So import this class and use make. Save, go to the browser. Now here instead of a single edit, now here you can see three dotted menu is showing. Now if you click here, then you can see view, edit and delete buttons. Now if I click here and click on view, then you can see the product in a model. Okay, and if I click edit, then you can see we are redirected to the edit page. Okay, similarly we can also delete product from here or also from here. Okay, now product resource has been completed. So that's it for this video. In next video I will work on order resource. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked this video, then hit on like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel.